for having me. I would take it in, one, two, three steps. Let's start with the constitution, which has the macro appeal, and we should understand because I've been watching media since this tweet has come out, and most of the people do not have an understanding of either how the practices are done or what is the spirit of the constitution. I'm no lawyer myself, but having worked in this sector for over 25 years, at least I can say that I have a fairly better grasp than the others. So what has happened? What has happened is how a bill is approved. So it's either initiates at the National Assembly, and National Assembly passes it, it goes to the Senate passes it, it goes to the President. Either President assents it, as by assent, what we mean is that, okay, fine, he agrees, sends it back, becomes the law, or he rejects it, or he returns it. Reject and return has a similar, it's boxed as one, because when you return the bill, the office of the president, and which means the president himself, has to state the reasons that why is he returning it. If we see the Article 75(2) of the Constitution, it says that when the president has returned a bill to Majlis-e-Shura, Parliament, it shall be reconsidered by the Parliament in joint sitting, and if it is again passed with or without amendment by the Parliament by the votes of the majority of both houses, it shall be deemed for the purpose of the Constitution to have been passed by both houses and be presented to the President. And President shall give his assent within 10 days, failing which such assent shall be deemed to have given. And here is the constitution confusion which has been created. What they say is these two bills initiated in Senate, then went to the National Assembly, two houses with majority passed it and sent it to him. Now when they are sent it to him, he did not return them. By return, again I'm saying, the file is put up to him. And here comes the practice. What happens? Through his personal secretary, who's PS to the president, he's a grade 22 officer. He presents that summary in front of him, and usually what it says, for the kind approval of para 1, 2, 3, whatever, wherever the decision is required. So president, if he has objections, he would cut it, write the objection, or he would write please discuss, or he would write approved, or he would write I have XYZ objection, returned. That is one way. And then it will go back, and if your viewers would open the websites of National Assembly and Senate, they can see how when President has disagreed and has said these are my observations, how they've been taken up, and it's listed there. If the President has not signed, has not returned, both the same thing, because he has not done anything on the file, on the summary that has been sent to him where it was to become a law. If he has not done it, I would presume he might be trying to mediate, trying a better solution. But in any case, let's take the president's tweet, which has come out of his personal account, that he said, I asked my staff to return it, it didn't return. It does not happen like that. It's not like, it's not something going on in my house where I will ask one staff to come and say, do this, and if it's not done, I'll ask the other staff why it's not done, and it would be between the two staff members who didn't do it. No, it's not like that. The PS to the president has to document right on the file the verbal orders of the president, and ideally, when the issue is of such sensitive nature, the president has to sign the documented verbal order as well. Let's assume that president did say a verbal order, and the PS, despite having those verbal order from the president himself, neither documented them on file or didn't do anything. Then president, because the civil servant served to the pleasure of the office of the president. This is the line that's written on the recruitment letter. And we join the government as president offers us the recruitment, and we resign also. Even you are a grade 17 officer or grade 22, you have to resign to the president, not to the government. because president is the symbol of the state. So why didn't he initiate an inquiry? Why is he coming out on tweet and saying that, I'm a heavy heart? No, it's president of Pakistan, not Fauzia Yazdani or XYZ. He cannot do that. Then this again confusion is created. That 75-2 says if he has not signed, it has to go back and joint session has to. No, it would go to the joint session of the parliament if he has returned, if he has said, I have objection 1, 2, 3, return, rediscuss. He didn't return, he just kept it. My educated guess would be he might be trying to mediate or solve something, and towards the end of the day, when he kind of decided, that it was time barred already. So, I mean, this could be the best of my ability, I could say, the practice and the facts. The bill is a law. It's no more a bill, because again, that's why I read 75-2. It has gone through the motion, and the president, in the due time, did not object to it. And when the time elapsed, it became time barred. That turns it into an act of parliament. So it is an act of parliament. As you must have seen the presser of the caretaker government sometimes ago, and they have also given us another information, and that is that one bill was effectuated on 12th of August, the other got effectuated on 18th of August. What is the date today? 20th of August. Do you smell a rat? What was he doing? Did he got to know, did somebody call him now and tell him that this has happened? Why isn't he doing what his office can? It's the office representing state. He's commander-in-chief of the armed forces. We, the civil servant, hold our offices and position with the pleasure of the office of the government. So it doesn't kind of, happen that way. Unfortunately, tweeting from a personal account, not from the office of the president of Pakistan handle, also demonstrate that, for me too, I mean, this is my, my read into that tweet is that he is acting more like a party worker than president of the Pakistan. If it was the case, he should have, ordered of course, he does not tweet out of the president of Pakistan handle himself. I'm not sure if he's doing his personal handle himself as well. Because then it would be a formal thing. And you don't tweet about it. You take the action. He could have fired, suspended. We have seen nothing. And rather he's saying that, God be my witness, and I'm so sorry that people would be affected. Does he really know? Didn't he know? I mean, I'm not ready to believe a seasoned politician who has been elevated to the office of the president of Pakistan did not know that who would be affected. His party leader, his party chairman was the core target of this bill. We, as technical person and media person, have been raising it over and over that this is a heavy weaponized bill that would bite everybody. He knew it. I just cannot fathom that he just didn't sign rejected. All it required was one word, rejected, not even writing any observation, and he could have stopped it. So it appears to me an afterthought, but I may be wrong, unless he clarifies it himself. And then, people are saying that why isn't he resigning? Why should he resign? Did he resign? One, his office has protections. Remember, it's the same president of Pakistan when there was a case of PTV attack on him. What did the Supreme Court say? He's holding the office of the president of Pakistan, and no such action can be taken against him till he is in his office. He cannot be removed. Let's also remember that. He cannot be removed right now, because to remove him, you need 4 provincial assemblies and a national assembly, which is the college, to elect or remove him. Till the time they are in place and they either move a resolution to remove him or elect a new president as his term would be coming to an end, he would be very much there. And I don't think he would resign. It's very unfortunate because it's deepening the political chaos and crisis that we are in.